Good morning, everyone. Today is MRI day. Allie made a good point because every day she notices that every time MRIs are, that I get very not negative, but very angrily. But she made a good point, like how I never really explained that part of it. Like you guys have known me forever, that my defense mechanisms has been always dark humor, something like that. I've done that since forever, since the beginning. I think the first joke when I first heard about this stuff was with Danny, and I said, it's not a tumor. And I literally said that in front of the doctor, and I remember that being, Danny didn't know what to say. He was just looking at me, but that's my mechanism, it's dark humor. But I also tried to do that whole out of sight, out of mind, but it always comes back and I get nervous, and I kind of during the week up to it, I think I get kind of cranky.
Yeah, you
or
do.
Defensive.
Well, it's I think that when it comes to an MRI, for you, it's you always talk about here's a terrible day tomorrow, and
here's a fun day.
It makes me sad because one, I'm not gonna ever tell you that you're wrong for feeling the way that you feel, but I feel I've never said it to you until today, but I was but how lucky are you that you're going to another MRI to that everybody gets the opportunity that's going through a bad situation. Yeah, I don't know. And I don't want to undermine your feelings because you feel what you feel, and I'm not saying that you're wrong. I just don't want you to always think that it's a bad thing going to it. I can't imagine what it's in an MRI, and that's another thing that I need to take into account. But
it's putting yourself in a tube this close for an hour and a half listening to dubstep.
I mean, you can hate it. I know you hate it, and that's fine. But I don't want you to
I need to start looking at it more positively.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I feel I don't have any right to really say anything.
No, you do.
I
think you do.
When you say it online, sometimes I'm but you're I love that we get to go to these. This makes me feel, and now that they're not so frequent, that makes me even happier. That means you're doing better. So it's in
was
a
every
weird
4
way.
months now or something?
I don't know. Yeah, and it's now it makes me feel for me. This is terrible because it's not about me, but it's as your wife and the mother of your child, and kind of growing, I'm get to go, and Dad's been doing great. I don't know. That's just, I'm sorry.
No, it makes sense.
I know why you're upset, and I know why you're angry, and you have, I said, you have every right to feel it.
What's kind of nice now, though, is Remy's at this situation to where she knows that I'm going. So I was all right, Remy, we got to go to the doctor. Remy, right? I said we had to go to the doctor, and you said you didn't want to go to the doctor, but Daddy has to go, right?
I don't like going to airplanes.
You don't like going to airplanes?
Don't worry, you're not going.
You're not going on an airplane. But yeah, when I said doctor, she goes, I don't like doctors. I was like, Daddy. And she goes, aww.
I don't want you to think, though,
yeah, so it's
your feelings are just fine.
No,
I just wish, you weren't
it's not something I usually admit on the camera. I've done it maybe once or twice about other situations. The MRIs are always these things where for about a week before. See, it's not so much the MRI, it's talking to the doctor after the MRI. So once I take this MRI, I'll be fine, but then the few days up and leading to it, I'll be really kind of short and cranky, and she's unfortunately at the end of the...
Well, I don't care about that. That doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me that you're grumpy towards me. I just don't want you to be negative. I don't want you to think negative, because honestly, I feel this has just been, it's been amazing, right?
Ever since this surgery, it's been the best of all of them, that's for sure. That's actually a positive. I get loopy every once in a while on the medication, but every time I do and I tell the doctor, they take me off more. So remember the whole Skittles that I used to have? I think I have a photo online somewhere. I have no idea where it is now in my 100,000 plus photo album on my phone, but it looks like a bunch of Skittles, and now it's literally 2. I'm down to 2. Yeah, nothing.
Crazy.
And honestly, I don't even think I need to take those. But
honestly, you've just been so different. It's just
the loopiness every once in a while. And I've lost weight, so that's probably attributing to it. So
there's a lot of little positive things that have happened over the past 2 years, especially with your health, and it's just, I just don't want you to I know I can't imagine what it's going into those things and the waiting period. I really can't, and I don't want you to think that I don't want you to feel you can't say something, but I just don't want you to automatically think it's going to be something bad. You know what I mean? I want you to remember.
And that's where I go with my brain.
And I love you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You talk sense to me sometimes. All right, Rem. Daddy's going to go to the doctor, okay? Fist bump. Thank you for that yawning fist bump.
Wow.
You see what? You see the airplanes?
It's amazing, right?
Are you gonna go on an airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, that's gonna be a risky day one time when we do that.
I'm terrified.
Look at this. Found a nice St. Pete rock. I'm not gonna take this one. I feel like this one needs to be here. Yeah, that one needs to be here. That's really cool. I love finding those.
Hey, Daddy, Allie.
So Daddy's at the doctor's getting an MRI. So he sits in a machine and it looks at his brain.
Hey, Daddy got boo-boo again.
Yeah, but he's gonna be okay.
See, guys.
You say, Daddy, you gotta be careful, right?
Yeah. Hey, Daddy, be brave.
He's being so brave, you're right.
Allie, now your brave is okay.
Yeah, Dad, you're brave, it's okay. That's right. That's what we tell him, right?
Yeah. Love five.
Where?
Love five.
Love this.
Oh, I can find my phone.
Let's see. What do you want to make?
What is this?
Hey, eat it.
What is this called?
What is this?
That's
Yeah.
ketchup?
What does it taste like?
Ketchup.
It's delicious. You try it.
Let's have a conversation here. Where do French fries go?
In her mouth.
In your mouth, not in the water. I mean, did you get a burger?
No.
Did I get a burger? Did Mommy get a burger too? No?
Say, we got.
Remy was screened, so we're all good.
Listen, they said we don't allow psychos in here. She's like, I'll put on my brave face.
No, I don't have one.
3,
there
2,
you go.
1, blast off. Got home and Remy's working out. Remy, you work out?
Actually, let's just rewind. Allie was working out and Remy said, nope.
You getting some baby muscles?
I don't know move.
You don't know?
It's not moving, Dad.
No, it's not moving.
Oh no.
Come here. I don't know what you did here.
Just put it on.
Okay, I got you.
Okay, this is too easy. Obviously, you know, I told you guys what was going on today, and that was all what has occurred today, because it took way longer to get things done. I was there 6 minutes late, and I guess it was just bad timing. Would have been probably like a 45-minute to an hour thing, which is about what MRIs are. It took like 3 hours. It was over 3 hours. Yeah,
Like
3.5 hours or something like that.
I don't think you got out of there too close to like 3-ish.
3-ish, and then we went in at like 11. I just sit there and I stew with my severe anxiety about this thing. I know I've told you guys things like, you know, how I felt with all this stuff, how I got the morbid sense of humor, dark sense of humor. Like a lot of the thing stems down to just sheer anxiety. Every single time I go into one of these MRIs, I always think back to some silly thing to where like my medication made me feel loopy or something like that. And then I go, okay, is it back? Do I have to deal with that now? That's something that's now going on the table. Your mind just goes everywhere. Like I did mention earlier, the weeks leading up and the days leading up are like the most strenuous for me because such a gap. Now they've allowed me to have longer gaps, and I think we mentioned that too. It used to be like every month I would have to get one, and then we keep up with it. And now they skipped it to every other month, and now I think it's every 4 months. And now next would be every 6 months, and then every year. Which my anxiety is going to go through the roof. Gray is going to come right out my beard and my hair and out my eyes probably. Allie mentioned earlier that at least I have that opportunity to have the anxiety. When I'm in those MRIs, all I can do is, it's even worse because like when I'm in the house, I can distract myself. I can go play with Remy, I can play a video game, I can talk to the camera, I can do something stupid. But when you're stuck in those little tubes all you have is your thoughts. Because you can't move, you have to be completely still. So during those thoughts, all you're hearing is these noises, and the only thing that's going through, at least my brain, is results. I lay perfectly still. I don't, even if I feel like a ninja. Like a fly could land on my open eyeball and I wouldn't move. This one in particular gave me way more anxiety than normal. I went to a different MRI machine than I normally do. There was a power surge and it just shut down, and I'm stuck in the center of this thing. So I can't move. They couldn't pull me out because there's no power. So I'm just sitting there stuck in this dark little tube, not moving, I think it was like 30 something minutes.
You were in there for 30 minutes?
Yeah, because they had to reboot everything, and then it was maybe it felt like 30 minutes, but it was even 10 minutes felt like 30 something minutes. Well, they couldn't because there's no power. There was a surge. So then they had to reboot everything. Then they pulled me out, recalibrated everything, and then at the same time I'm like thinking, how do I get my head exactly where it was? I don't want when they overlay everything to be all goofy. So that was my day. Nothing but sheer anxiety. Just shooting funny videos with Allie and Remy we played Mario all day today. Because I had to shake it off.
We didn't really get home till like 5.
And plus we didn't get home till like 5 because we had 5 o'clock traffic and all that fun stuff too. The weekend's gonna be even cooler. Allie's gonna tell you something cool tomorrow, I believe, she's still planning or solidifying everything. So in the next couple days, once it's all booked and ready, she'll let you guys know, but it's going to be really cool. It's going to be a fun little announcement, fun little thing. Also, to end the night too, because this is kind of positive, I talked to the generator people. I wasn't planning on telling you guys about this stuff. They can fix it. And guess what? It was everything that this non-mechanic thought it was. I said the fuel pump, and then I didn't say they said spark plugs. I didn't think spark plugs. I thought maybe the tubes were gonna get in like dry rot. It wasn't the tubes. Spark plugs, some coils, fuel coils, and then the fuel pump itself. So that's the good news. They know what it is. They can replicate it versus the last time I told you guys. And they are now ordering the parts. I had a stressful day today, but that's a nice way to end it, being like the RV is coming back, which also means possible good news is that...
Hey, I love you.
I love you too.
I don't want you to overthink it.
Leave me hanging one.
I just want you to think like I'm ever mad when you're like stressed out.
I know, I appreciate it.
Love you. I just don't want you to be overly stressed.
Yeah, my life. When we're most home is when we're traveling. Traveling with the family. When I'm traveling with the band, it's the opposite. I love it. Good news, that kind of took a turn, but the good news is that the RV is being fixed. They've discovered the issue. They're replacing the issue. And it was way less than what we ever anticipated, especially when you compare like a brand new one, because a brand new one for a Class A, the one we have, the generator would cost about $5,000 to...
It was like $5,800.
$5,800, but I think those were Class C's. So Class A one would cost about $7,000 to $8,000. It is nowhere near that. Awesome news, and hopefully that's the only issue that we have, which means RV is probably going to stay in our hands. We're gonna give it another shot. If that generator is fixed, the bus is okay in our books. That was the only thing that was really, even if a slide doesn't go out, I mean, it would suck.
Please do not.
I know.
Change that because we need that slide.
Yeah, we do. But worst case scenario, as long as we got air conditioning, we can make it work. On that note, that's a nice it was like kind of stressful, kind of down dumps, but now that like nice little up right there. The RV.
Tomorrow's getting a tattoo.
Tomorrow I'm getting a tattoo, a neck tat. I'm just gonna get a neck tat.
It says
Boys for Life with a Z.
with a Z.
OIZ. All right, guys. We'll see you later. Bye.